You think that's enough? Should be fine.
Don't you guys think this is a little suspicious? We should buy something else so it doesn't look obvious.
Okay. Here we go. Back at chewing gum.
Hello, boys. Find everything you need?
Yep, all set.
Okay, let's see here. Toilet paper? Toilet paper? Toilet paper? Toilet paper? Toilet paper?
I'm going to put my professorial hat on, if that's okay with you. Do you mind if I make believe I'm in the classroom now? And so I'm going to preamble my response with one of my favorite reads is by Aristotle, not in the original Greek, but nonetheless. And he said, to address a problem, we have three ways by which we could communicate. Number one, we can use logic. For example, we can tell people it doesn't make any sense to hoard toilet paper. There's lots of toilet paper out there. Why would you ever want to hoard something that's in very liberal supply? Number two, if that doesn't work, you can use emotion. For example, get people upset that you're taking their toilet paper away from them. And the third is, he said, you can use authority, which means we ration toilet paper. He said, since obviously you're not behaving well, you're going to have to ration how many toilet paper rolls you're allowed to take from the market. So what Aristotle said 2,000 years ago, that for this type of problem, you're dealing with an emotional problem that's probably only going to be solved by authority. It's so deeply rooted in emotion that using logic will not be the solution. Using authority, such as regulations, rationing, would be the approach. So now another hat on. As you were mentioning the question, there are about 20 things that went in my head. I'm going to select only 7. Based on a principle stated in 1956 called the magic number 7, plus or minus 2 limits of the brain in low stress situations. Now we're in a coffee shop, which means I can only share with you 7 of the 20 because not only will it use up all the time, it'll also become overwhelming in terms of information. So what would they be? Let me give you the short version. Let me just see if I can make some quick notes on this. Okay, short version. These are just the keywords. Number one, the answer to this is we have to go back to issues of scarcity. Number 2, conformity. Number 3, safety. Number 4, control. Number 5, trust. Number 6, worry budget. And number 7, the deepest of them all, primal fear. So I'm going to be very brief. Scarcity. When people think something that is valuable is scarce, they will tend to hoard it. If they see lots of people in the supermarket grabbing all the toilet paper, hey, look, this must be a scarce resource, therefore I will hoard it. Number 2, conformity. We know from our crisis research that people often don't evacuate until they look up and down the street to see if other people are evacuating. Same thing here. If everybody else is grabbing the toilet paper, I'm going to grab it as well. Number 3, safety, basic Maslow hierarchy, that we want to feel safe. And if this is the only way we can be safe, then I will hoard my toilet paper. At least it will keep me safe. It's not going to keep the enemy away, but nonetheless, at least I'll have my toilet paper. Number 4, control. Our response to anxiety is often trying to control that which we can control. And if I can control what I think is a basic need, such as toilet paper, I will grab as much toilet paper as I can to address my anxiety. Trust. There's a lot of going on right now where we don't trust what people are telling us. Even the basic things such as there's enough toilet paper out there, let alone trust the government or trust industry to do the right thing. Worry budget. There's only so much we can worry about in life. Quite literally, our brains get overwhelmed with too much information, and we have a budget. Don't ask me to worry about too much because then I will become dysfunctional. So therefore, this is one less thing that I have to worry about. And finally, number 7, primal fear. Toilet paper goes back Freudian-like to very basic fears, goes back to fears of disease, cleanliness, disease, all the associations that come to mind when we think about it. And so therefore, having toilet paper gives us a sense of comfort in terms of our very, very basic Jungian basic needs. So there we go. There's a 3-minute answer to a very, very complex question.